Hello everyone, again I'm here to do Taehyung's and Jin's friendship reading. This one has also been asked and requested a lot, so we are going to see their energies. I took the opportunity to light up a bit of Palo Santo because I believe it's necessary always to clean energies so we can connect better with the message. I always do it before I start, but I wanted to do it on camera too, send you good vibes, because I know there's some people that watch my videos and watch a lot more videos also, and carry like a pretty intense and not so bright energy around them, and that affects their capacity of maybe interpreting things and taking things like they are. I mean, that they are very negative people. So my wish is that the people that stay in my channel are very open-minded, very kind, very warm, very loyal, and very authentic and honest. I don't want people who likes to gossip and meddle into other people's business, because I'm not here to spill the tea about the boys' private lives. I'm here to use the tarot as a reflective tool, as a way to communicate with their energy, to get closer to their energy as persons, as people, as human beings, and not as this image that we often see, that sometimes it's a lot different from what the cards can pick up in an energetic way. So don't blame the tarot for that, because actually the tarot, its ability is to see through and go deeper into matters. So that's why a lot of people ask about celebrity matters, and they ask tarot readings for celebrities, and they are not ready to know the truth, actually, because it's like we are not supposed to be doing readings on celebrities. We are supposed to concentrate on ourselves. So in this case, the way I use the tarot with the boys is with a great respect, because I'm an army, so I do have a great respect for them and their energy, and I know where my limits are. I know where I have to pick up the energy, and when I have to stop and I go deeper. And also because I want army to have like some kind of closeness with them, but to be able to see them as humans, to be able to open your mind in that sense, because I mean, if you're watching these kinds of reading, it's probably because you want to know them a little bit better, but you have to understand that just like every regular person, we let people see and know about us, about our matters, about how we feel. We let them see what we want them to see. So you don't have to want to go into deep, and you also can take these readings also for a way to get to know yourself and get to know the cards. So that's why I want to ask those armies that watches my videos, that are really people that want to get better, people that want to improve themselves, people that want to get to know themselves, and they want to connect in a more spiritual way. I invite them to connect with the reading, to take what resonates with what you think it is, and to let the rest behind, and just to take it as an entertainment moment, and at the same time, so you can get closer to the cards, and maybe if you're a spiritual person, maybe thinking about getting a tarot reading for yourself, or maybe getting to know the cards for yourself. So all the people that are coming here with their heart open, with their mind open, with the perceptions open, and your spirit wants to shine bright, all those peoples I welcome to my channel, and the others that are not satisfied can leave. So let's start with Tae and Jin readings, relationship readings, in the sense of a friendship, in the sense of a collaboration, in the sense that they are co-workers. So let's see. Let's start with in the left. I'm going to place Jin's energy, in the right Tae's, and in the middle the resolution for their bond in general. So let's see. I don't read reverse. That's why I always flip them over, because I don't read reverse. A lot of people do, but I don't. So, because as you can see, in this case, it wasn't that it was meant to be. It was meant to come out in like reverse. It was because I was holding it in reverse. So that's what happens. So let's see. Taste. Sorry, I had to stop the video. The mail came for me, so and I was placing the cards and I forgot that I was recording. So let's bear with me, please. Because I was like continuing like placing them, and I didn't realize that I wasn't recording. So this is what I got. For Jin's side of this relationship, we have the Mother of Cups. We have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Magician. So he obviously feels, because this card represents the Queen of Cups, someone very emotional, very nurturing, and here it calls it's called Mother of Cups. So it's pretty funny, because I always have sensed Jin's energy as a motherly kind of vibe, that he cares for his own people, for people he's close to. He's very loving, he's very nurturing. He's the one that doesn't express with words how he feels, but he expresses them with actions, and with actions that involves caring, involves taking care of someone, taking care of their needs, maybe help them with something that they know. So in the case what he feels towards Tae, he feels really motherly. It's like he sees Tae like a small boy, like a child. So there he comes, his motherly and protective attitude. Of course, when you are in a motherly energy, you also besides providing and be loving and taking care, you are also the one that, if you have to call them out or something, or if you have to correct them or something, or you have to like set boundaries and be like I told you so, and being like really like a figure of authority. He does. He always like Tae. It's like he follows Tae's footsteps really close, and he's like almost like guiding him, like don't do this, do this, and but always in a very protective manner. It's not for him to pick on Tae. It's just that he is his way of being protective, of being a motherly figure. And he has the nine of cups. That the Nine of Cups talks about fulfillment, talks about emotional fulfillment. I think they had been through a lot, and in this instance, they are very like at least in Jin's side, he's very content about where they are in the relationship. He feels really fulfilled with Tae. He feels he really cares for Tae. He is like he finds Tae cute. The word is cute. He finds him adorable, like a small child. He finds him adorable, and he feels this need to protect him. And the next card that we have is the Magician. So also the Magician talks about authority and also having a lot of tools in your benefits. So I think this talks about him being the older one of them, him being the Hyung. So I think it has a lot to do with that. He feels like he has a power, and also he has a responsibility. The responsibility to take care of them, to watch them, to it's like to, and also to teach them. Sometimes maybe in the case of Tae, it's not just to teach him things, because Tae is also very stubborn. He doesn't like to be told what to do, but Jin's way, it's like he doesn't tell him what to do, but he's like, be careful with this, don't be like this. Always joking around, always in a very loving manner, not in a threatening way, not in like punishing him. No, just like in a very older brother vibe. He's like this, and he feels really confident, but he also feels really protective of Tae. He feels like it's his responsibility and his call to be the younger, to be the older, and to be the responsible one, and to watch out for Tae. He's always like looking at him. He's always like concentrated on him, because it's like his system has a little boy, so he worries sometimes. He's like, oh, don't do this, oh, don't say this, but not restricting Tae, just in a very like when you advise your loved ones to not have those kinds of behaviors because it will get you into trouble. Just like a very older brother vibe, and a very protective. I have the feeling that he is really, really protective. When it comes to Tae's side, Tae came out the Fool, the Hangman, and the Ten of Wands. So in the case of Tae, Tae it's a free spirit, like we always say about him. He's the Fool in their kind of cards. He is he's a free spirit. He also it's like a baby. He gives me baby vibes. Like in a sense of within the group, it's like he is the baby of the group, because it's not only that he is like childish. It's just that he needs to be protected. I don't know, but I hear always armies that talk about Tae and say, oh, he needs to be protected. Well, the other members feel the same about him, that he needs to be protected, and also that he needs to be like watched out for, like I don't know how to say it in English, but it's like when you are constantly watching the person, and you are like worrying that they don't mess up, or that they don't do anything crazy or anything dangerous. So in this sense, sorry guys that I always have problems with my throat, but actually this happens. It happens a lot during readings. I swear that my voice is normal. I'm not sick, I'm not with a cold, but it always happens during these readings, especially when I'm talking about like some things, and also when I feel that it's like, for example, here I'm talking about Tae, and I feel like this you know that I'm clearing my throat all the time. So I feel like he has like, he feels like he struggles expressing himself, expressing how he feels, what he thinks. So that's why I always have the need to clear my throat. I mean, it's not that my voice is not like this, but whenever I start doing this, general for clients in my real job, I always get the same, and I keep water next to me, but it's not enough. It's like I feel like whenever I'm addressing a subject, it's like that person has problems communicating and talking and putting into words. It's like they struggle in that sense. So that's why I always clear my throat. It's like I catch their energies, and that's the way it manifests. So he is like the small child. He's very spoiled. I mean, I think he is even wilder. He is more wild because he knows there's the others will. It's like the others will be there to catch him if he falls, something like that. So he definitely feels protected by Jin. He feels like he can be he can be wild and he can be different, and Jin will accept him otherwise. But it's the truth that sometimes he feels a little bit confused by Jin, because it's like Tae is really affectionate. He's really but it's not affectionate in the sense that he's looking for Jin to give him hugs. It's just that he's looking for Jin's approval. Because despite we have here the Mother of Cups, and we were talking about Jin's motherly vibes, I think Tae sees him as a fatherly figure. So I think Tae is constantly trying to get his attention and trying to like be praised by, I think he wants that from all the members, but especially from Jin. I think especially from Jin and Hobi. He feels like he needs their approval, you know, like but at the same time he acts like a brat. He acts like a wild child to get their attention, because we were talking, he is a moon in Aries, so he is a wild child. So he sometimes feel like undecisive, and he feels insecure of himself because he doesn't get the reaction from Jin he wants. It's like Jin is very loving, he's very caring, but he's caring for everyone. It's like he doesn't have like a, I don't know, a favorite, like a favorite child of all of them. So, but for Tae, it's important. It's important to be for for Jin to recognize him. So he always gets into this crazy mode, so Jin will pay attention to him. But it's something that he has like insecures insecures within himself. It's like he doesn't know how to get the person's attention in a very normal way. It's like he acts like a wild person. He says some things that are really weird, or he's like really all over the place just to get the people he cares about or the people he respects. But there's something about respect. He definitely respects Jin, but he doesn't know how to express. It's like when you have like a teenage or a boy that is going through poverty, that is always arguing, and like it's always like getting into arguments with their parents, and always define them, and always like and always on this combative mode. Well, that's the same with Tae. It's like Tae always want to get Jin's attention, but the ways he uses to do it, I mean, the things he does to do it are very like weird. It's like you want to get his attention and you want to get his approval and you want to get his love, but at the same time you are acting like a brat. It's like, aren't you supposed to be a good boy? So he would like congratulate you at least. And Jin knows this. Jin's embrace Tae the way Tae is. He doesn't have like, but he doesn't say anything. He knows Tae. He knows Tae the way he is, and he also suspects that it's Tae's need to always get like reprehended. Like always like being yelled at. It's like he wants to be yelled at. So it's like he wants to stay in detention all of the time. And then the next card is the Ten of Wands. So he definitely feels a bit misunderstood sometimes, but it's not only about Jin. It's about everyone's in general. He lacks in self-confidence sometimes, and he doesn't know how to get. He wants to be more loved. He wants to receive more love, but he doesn't know how to ask for it. It's just that he knows he has to do all these crazy things and he gets an answer, but he doesn't know how to do it in a healthier way. So he's learning, he's maturing, he's learning to hold, to maybe to not be too wild, because it sometimes it provokes a different reaction from what he expected, and it's very like, I understand it, because it's like if you act in a very weird and defined way, it's like you can expect for me to pat you on the back and tell you you're doing great. But it's like he doesn't know how to. He's a bit aggressive, he's a bit harsh in that sense, he's a bit of a troublemaker in that sense. He likes to provoke people, he likes to make people feel something, but sometimes what they feel is not love, it's not like, oh great what you're doing. It's almost like concern, like stop, like please don't be like this, but all from a very loving way. And when it comes to their general interpretation for their bond, we have the Mother of Wands, we have the Father of Wands, we have the Judgment, and we have the Temperance. So I think that in their bond, they are both becoming equals, because you can see that there are two. There is like father and mother, which is like a king and a queen, equivalent in a traditional tarot. So I think that they are both. I think Tae is growing and he's also learning to taking care of himself. So it's like they're becoming like equals. Like, I'm not saying that they are equals, because obviously because of the age, Jin it's older, and we have to respect that position, and Tae knows it. But at the same time, Tae is also growing, he's maturing, and he is learning to see this bond in a very mature way. Like, okay, we can work on this together. It's like he's learning that he doesn't have to be like this, that he can be centered, that he can be still, that he can be confident, and he doesn't need to do all these weird actions to get Jin's attention, because Jin is watching him. Jin is like the you can see here the duck. So it's like the mama duck. It's like she's always watching for for their little ones. He's always watching. He's always watching what Tae is doing, but it's like Tae always wants more. He is like very like, in that sense, he's very demanding. He's like a demanding child. It's those kinds of these kinds of children that get into trouble, so you can spend more time with them. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's what I'm calling. They are coming through a transformation. I think they both are. I think this has a lot to do more about their job, about their role in the band, and there's also the temperance. The temperance talks about healing. The temperance talks about being there for each other. That the other person can. That you can learn from the other person to heal yourself. It's like this person holds within itself. I mean, this bird holds between itself the recipe to be better, but also to be calm, to not be so anxious about the interactions. Is to be calm, stay calm. That there's love, that there's acceptance. Acceptance is here, but you need to be controlled. I mean, you need to stay grounded. You cannot be all over the place and expect acceptance. It's like you have to be better. You have to be. You have to also be willing to take the lessons that the other person is telling you, because maybe in a previous moment, Jin used to have a lot of conversations with Tae about maybe how he can improve himself, maybe how he can grow, maybe because he's very like good at giving advice. But at the same time, it's like Tae wasn't available emotionally to hear his message. So now the both of them are because of their individual experiences when it comes to emotional things, and especially Tae, he's learning to open up. He's learning to take the other person's advice as a way of caring and not as a way of, oh, this person wants to control me or he wants to tell me what to do. It's like, it's not that the other person wants to tell him what to do. It's just that they care and they want him to be better. They want him not to go around and being all crazy and not being a brat, not being I think this happens with especially the younger members, Taehyung and Cookie, that sometimes they are a bit of a brat, and it's the elders, the Hyun line, to keep them in line, and to be like, don't do this, like, don't be like this. There's no need for you to be like this. We want you. We are seeing you. It's like he's telling Tae, like, I am watching you. I know what you're doing. I know I'm watching you, but I cannot be watching you all the time. It's like you have to promise me that you won't do anything crazy. I mean, like, please, like, it's like, I don't know why, but it's the the word that comes to my mind is like, please, man. It's like, man, like, why? But it's really funny. Actually, it's really funny reading. I enjoy it very much because it makes me laugh, because I can feel that there's this honesty. It's like they tell each other, I mean, they feel a lot of respect for each other. And I know there were times where they had differences, but they are in a very nice position now. And of course, it has to do because they are both maturing in their individual experiences in relationships. So they are learning to be maybe more more flexible about their view about it's like they are being more flexible, not to be judgmental of each other. It's like to be able to see the other with its differences and to accept him or accept them as they are, and not to want to change them. It's like that's what acceptance is about. To be there for the person and not to make them, to force them like, oh, you're going to be okay, I'm going to help you, I'm going to do this for you so you can be better, so you can improve. It's not like that. People don't react very positively when you tell them what to do, or you tell them how to act, or you are like pushing and wanting to get into their personal space, because we all have different instances in our lives where we are willing to learn and some we are not. It takes time. And for example, for Tae, Tae is a very stubborn. It's very like a strong-minded man. So he doesn't like to be told what to do. It's like if you want to get to him and if you want him to listen to you, you have to be patient with him. I already said it. You have to be patient. You have to be able to listen to him. You have to be able to embrace him as he is and not to judge him. Because actually what he's doing is he's trying to get your attention. Sometimes he does it in a negative, not negative, but maybe for others, like it's like not the right way to get someone's attention, but he does it because it's the way he knows what to do. It's like he's not the kind of guy that is going, he's always been different. He's not the kind of guy that is going to learn from others' tactics. He's not. He does his own. And he's not very diplomatic. That's the truth. Tae is not very diplomatic. He is like a wild child. So you have to be really, really accepting of him and loving him anyways. So thank you guys for being here. And next I will do a soap reading. I will do a reading for Hobi and Suga and Jungi. So please stay wait for it. And if you would like other like recommendations on videos, I will do them. And of course the next week I want to prepare the Venus in the Signs astrology series for the boys, because since I know that you're all really interested in knowing about their love lives, I'm going to do this Venus series so you can get a closer interpretation about their style of love, about what they find attractive, and about what they want in the other, what they want in a romantic level from the other person they are interested in. So thank you so much guys for being here, and I'll see you next time.